Here's a secret that a lot of people don't know about. If your scalp isn't healthy, your hair will never grow to its fullest potential. You can spend hundreds on shampoos, serums, and treatments, but if the foundation isn't right, it might not work out. So that's why today we're breaking down Scalp Health 101. That's right, class is in session. And by the end of this video, you're gonna know how to create the right environment for stronger, thicker, and healthier hair. And I'll walk you through the do's, the don'ts, and the routine that I follow. So settle right in and let's get into it. Before we do, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share this video with anybody that might need to watch it. So let's just start with the basics first. You wanna start thinking of your scalp like your skin. It's not just where your hair sits, it's active tissue with blood vessels, oil glands, nerves, and a whole community of microbes that live on it. Think of it kind of like soil in your garden. If your soil is dry, compacted, or full of weeds, your plants won't thrive. But if it's nourished, hydrated, and balanced, you get lush, healthy growth. So your scalp works the same way. And a healthy scalp provides 3 essential things. That is circulation, balance, and protection. Circulation is going to deliver all those juicy nutrients to your follicles. Balance keeps oils and pH levels in check, and protection maintains a healthy skin barrier so your hair follicles can do their job. Now you're probably wondering, how do you know if your scalp needs some love? So we're gonna go through the most common signs here. One is if you have itching or irritation that never seems to go away. Another one is flaking. That could be dandruff or it could just be dry scalp. Another is redness or tenderness. Also, if you have excess oiliness that doesn't seem to go away, like it just shows up a day after washing. Product buildup, so that feeling like where you can feel that sense on your scalp of residue. And tightness, almost like your scalp is stiff. You want to look at these as like little red flags. They're your scalp's way of telling you to help it out because it's not happy. And when your scalp is not happy, hair growth slows down, your individual strands can become thinner, and shedding can increase. All right, now that we know what signs of an unhealthy scalp are, let's move on to things you can do to support scalp health. And these will also set your hair up for growth. Number 1 is gentle cleansing. You want to avoid things like harsh sulfates, especially if you're prone to dryness. But also, do not skip washing your hair. I know hair training seems to be very popular on social media right now, but a clean scalp is essential for follicle health. Number 2 is regular exfoliation. This can be either like physical, using a scalp scrub, the gritty kind you can feel like those beads in there, or like a shampoo with salicylic acid. That's more of a chemical exfoliant. So much like you think about exfoliating your face, your scalp needs exfoliation too, because it needs to remove those dead skin cells in order to allow new hairs to grow. Third is scalp massage. Just a few minutes daily, and research has shown that it can actually increase hair thickness. Fourth is hydration and barrier protection. Light oils or serums can nourish the scalp and protect your skin barrier. Rosemary, peppermint, jojoba oil, these are all fantastic for that, but remember, less is more. And finally, lifestyle and nutrition. Your scalp, like I've said, is like your skin. So it's going to reflect how hydrated you are, how nourished you are, and how stressed out you are as well. So think drinking enough water, eating high protein foods, and managing your stress levels. These can all show up in your scalp health. Okay, we've talked about what to do for your scalp. Let's talk about what not to do for your scalp. Number 1, we've already touched on this, don't overwash or underwash. Both ends of the spectrum can strip your scalp of balance. Overwashing can dry your scalp out, and underwashing can let buildup and oil suffocate your hair follicles. Second is not to use heavy products on your scalp, like thick butters, silicones, or waxes. These can also clog your hair follicles and suffocate your hair growth. Another thing you want to try really hard to avoid, much like if you have acne on your face, you do not want to scratch or pick at your scalp. I know it's super tempting, especially when your scalp is really itchy, but scratching can cause micro tears in your skin, as well as inflammation and even infection. So you want to avoid these things at all costs. And finally, do not ignore conditions. And what I mean by that is if you're experiencing dandruff or seborrheic dermatitis, psoriasis, or eczema, don't try to cover it up, treat it. And if it's driven by an autoimmune disease or inflammation in the body, definitely check out my other videos that I've spoken to on length about autoimmune diseases, because resetting your body balance can really help to combat these skin conditions. It's not always just about what you put on your scalp. It's a lot to do with what's inside your scalp as well as your lifestyle. Okay, let's move on to some of my favorite tools and products to keep your scalp as healthy as possible. First is a scalp massager. This will help to improve circulation. And like I said, anytime you improve circulation, you can deliver all those juicy nutrients that your follicle needs to thrive. Second is growth serums. Look for ingredients like peptides, rosemary, or even niacinamide. Lightweight oils like jojoba, rosemary, or Ayurvedic oils are really fantastic. Another thing that is really underrated is using a silk pillowcase. This can really help to reduce friction and irritation overnight. And another one that a lot of people don't think about is sun protection. So protecting the skin of your scalp from harmful UV rays. And finally, let's get into a quick step-by-step routine that you can implement right away to keep your scalp in optimal health. And promise, this routine will not take over your life. It's very simple. So the first thing you're going to want to do is to shampoo at least a couple of times a week. And you're going to want to exfoliate your scalp like 1 to 2 times a month. Daily scalp massages is another one. So just a few minutes. You can use your fingers or you can use a scalp scrubber. Third is you want to use like an oil or a serum. If you're oiling your scalp, you want to do that like maybe twice a week before you wash it. And like I mentioned in our last section, lifestyle factors can take you a long way with your scalp health. So keeping yourself hydrated, eating a very nutrient-dense diet with a good amount of protein intake because hair is comprised of protein, as well as focusing on stress management. So all of this to say, the big takeaway is if you want thicker, stronger hair, don't just focus on topical products that you're going to put on the lengths of your hair. You want to really focus on your scalp as well. It's the foundation, basically. When you take care of it, everything else will fall into place. So if you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up. And if you have any requests for future videos, please let me know in the comments. And if you have any questions at all about any parts of this video, let me know in the comments as well. I'm more than happy to help. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you guys soon with another video. Take care.